Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I'm Manny Carl, and today we have a very special Let's Talk news announcement directly from Massive on the state of the subscriber monthly events. I know that myself and the community have been asking about these events, and one Reddit user actually reported Massive and Ubisoft to the Better Business Bureau. Talk about salty, but they did it because of their failure to launch these events, as well as some false advertising surrounding these events and them not happening. Well, it actually looks like as though we are going to see these events coming to fruition, and in a big way. 2 monthly events for subscribers to the Season Pass, as well as the frequency increasing from 1.4 on. Let me go ahead and read the announcement that Massive and Ubisoft released today to the community about these events.
Agent, we come to you today with news on the topic that has generated a lot of discussion in the community: the monthly events for Season Pass owners. When we first announced the content of Season Pass before the release of the game, we wanted to give you visibility on what to expect. At the time, we were working on a fun bonus on top of other activities, a token of thanks for your loyalty and commitment to the future of the game. We soon realized, however, that our expectations far outreached what we had initially envisioned, and quickly decided to work on more of a developed version. With Update 1.3, we implemented the first version of Season Pass events. Twice a month, Season Pass owners will see an exclusive supply chest drop outside of the Dark Zone in the streets of New York. Its location will be indicated on the map, and the chest will be protected by a group of heavily armed level 32 NPCs. By opening the chest, players will receive 3 items of high-end or gear sets, quality adapted to their gear score. A new chest will automatically drop and replace the old one on the 1st and 15th of each month, so make sure you claim yours before the next drop. Update 1.4 will bring more variety to these exclusive drops with random locations as well as increased frequency. Once again, we want to thank you for your loyalty, commitment, and patience. Working on the Division and its passionate community is an incredible learning experience for us all, the Division team.
So there you have it. They are making do on their promise almost 4 or 5 months after the fact, but I think this is probably the best time for it to launch after 1.3, and the gear score has been upped and it won't change for a little while. It's nice that they discussed the communication issue, and now we're getting communications from them because, we talked about it yesterday, and now we're seeing some of that come to fruition, and hopefully it happens a little bit more. So I personally think it is a great drop into this PvE area, and I'm wondering one thing: what happens when you try to get it with some non-Season Pass holders? Will they be able to get the loot, or is it just for Season Pass holders and not their group? Or people who don't get it won't be able to get anything from it if they go with somebody that's a Season Pass holder? Well, hopefully we'll have more of a response. I have a question out to Massive in regards to this over Twitter, so hopefully we'll get a response to that. The major news, though, after this major breaking news is the 20% increase to PvP damage to players. I actually found it to be just an alright change. I did a while ago complain, and a lot of people said that I was wrong about the 75% damage or increase to armor and other items, but you guys told me I was wrong, that I had nothing to worry about, that 75% wasn't that big of a deal, and now we're really seeing that it is a huge deal. So now we have a 20% increase, which is quite a bit, but honestly the question has to be asked: is it making a difference, seeing as the damage from the AUG and the Vector were nerfed by 10% and the G36 by 15%? Wouldn't a general nerf to guns in general be better rather than just having a PvP nerf across the board? I don't think this is the right resolution for the toughness problem in the Dark Zone, but I do think it shows they're trying. I personally think that they could remove skills and make it easier that way. Let's take a look at this, why this will work both on PvP and tie into the story as well. When you enter the Dark Zone, you are cut off from the outside and all communications via Fei Lao and everyone else. It would only make sense to have the Division tech not work behind the wall as well. Now, I know I won't fully advocate this because without your skills and stuff, it makes it increasingly difficult without some of those skills. So I can't fully endorse it, but I would fully endorse a weapon buff across the board, but it would eliminate the issue of PvP and a lot of the skills from the constant healing and the sticky bombs and all of that other stuff and shock turrets and everything else that people use. This would eliminate all of that. So think about that. Just think about that. And I really want to know your thoughts on this. So let me know in the comments down below. Finally, I've had it and I'm going to do something about it. I've talked enough about scavenging. It is time for me to put foot to ass and figure this out. and that is really just working on scavenging. I continually hear people talk about it and how it possibly works now and then, or it works this and that. I am now on a quest to figure out what it does. I know what it said it does in the drop files and stuff like that we've data mined, but I will be wearing my nomad gear and anything to plus scavenging over the course of the next week and gathering stats to everything that I get to figure out if scavenging is affected the drops. And more importantly, I may have a theory that the loot drops are RNG, but scavenging may affect the loot rolls on the gear. The better the scavenging is, the better the rolls on the gear are. I'm not saying it's fact, but it's time to test it out. I have over 200% scavenging with all of my gear, so let's get to it, and I'll report back next week when I've completed my findings. So that's been my time. If you found this video informative or entertaining, drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more content on the Division. Also, down below in the comments, tell me how you feel about this new twice a month season pass holder event for gear drops. I'm actually excited. I'm going to go finish this up and go play some. I'm still looking for more Deadeye gear to round out my set and bring you a complete Deadeye gear build, because that's the one that I'm really looking forward to, because I already know what the Reclaimer set does, but really I'm trying to work on a specific build to bring you guys the most ultimate PvP build if I can, so stay tuned for that. For all of us here at the Division Let's Talk series, I am Mounty Carl, and we'll see you in the underground. Agent out.